Welcome you to Crackerbox Palace. I've been expecting you. So much joy in Crackerbox Palace. Greetings, everybody. Welcome to my channel. Everybody's welcome here. Whether you're a new viewer, a subscriber, a new subscriber, an old subscriber, a returning visitor, everybody's welcome on my channel. This is part 2 of the records that we got 2 days ago in our trip to Nottingham, and this is George Harrison, 33 and a third. To be honest, this is a cracking album. This is what I would say is sort of like Happy George. Obviously he's gone through his divorce from Patty and things like that by now. The Beatles were, quite a long memory. There is a few like religious songs on it, but it is more of like a pop album, not so much preaching or things like that, more like a joyful album to listen to. And this is actually a French copy, so it's made in France, and it's DH56319. And there's, the track list on this is quite good. So side 1, you get Woman Don't You Cry For Me. Then you get Dear One, Beautiful Girl. This song, which was George taking the mickey out of being sued for My Sweet Lord, wasn't it? Somewhere it says, I don't think this invades anybody's copyright or something, wasn't it? The video to it's brilliant as well. Then See Yourself. Side 2, It's What You Value. I think that was a hit in America, wasn't it? Then you got True Love. Yeah, and it is the old Cole Porter song, done to a slightly disco-y sort of like backing. Then you've got Pure Smokey, his tribute to Smokey Robinson. Then you've got the big hit from the UK, Crackerbox Palace, which was written about Fire Park, wasn't it? And the video to that's dead good as well. But it's a brilliant song as well. Like, this is what I mean. The comedy and the humour has come back to George in this album. That's in my opinion. And it finishes off with Learning How to Love You. It is a gatefold. George looking quite relaxed there, isn't he? Like I say, I always think this is like George getting back to George, being more happy and, carefree and not so, I wouldn't say down in the dumps as such, but not so miserable is not the right word, is it? Not taking himself so seriously, shall we say. So this is that's side 1, and then that's side 2. To be honest, this one I didn't get from Nottingham. This is one that came in the post of the day, and I think I paid the grand total of, if I remember rightly, £2.50 for that. Then there's postage on top of it, obviously. But it is a lovely album. It's one of those where you'll put it on at the beginning and you'll listen to it to the end. Well, I do anyway. Like I say, it's George, being the lovable George, not the one singing all religious songs or your Hare Krishna mantras and things. Nothing wrong with that, don't get me wrong, but I think this is more like what the fans wanted from him, and it did do okay. I think it charted in the UK and things like that. I think it was quite a big hit in America, wasn't it? But then after this, he didn't do another album for 3 years, did he? Till he did 1979's George Harrison LP. But it is a cracking album. It's one of those where, if you haven't got it and you like the Beatles, you will like that. Crackerbox Palace sounds like something George could have sort of done while I was with the Beatles. This song is like back to the humour or the mickey taking of Taxman and things like that, if you think about it that way. So yeah, lovely album. Next we've got this one. Like that. Again, this is one I've actually bought today off our local market in Allington, which is in Derby. Nat King Cole 20 Golden Greats, and it was £1. £1 for 20 songs. Sweet Lorraine, Straighten Up and Fly Right, Nature Boy, Dance, Ballerina Dance, Mona Lisa, Too Young, Love Letters, Smile, Around the World, For All We Know, When I Fall in Love, of course that was a massive hit, wasn't it? The Very Thought of You, On the Street Where You Live, Unforgettable, again a really, really big hit. It's All in the Game, Rambling Rose, Portrait of Janine, Let There Be Love, Somewhere Along the Way, Those Lazy, Hazy, Crazy Days of Summer. And again, this looks like it hasn't been played. EMTV9, although it is on Capitol. That is the track listing. And you get a little inner sleeve promoting some of Nat King Cole's other albums. And then you've got, on the other side, it's promoting Stan Kenton, never heard of him, Frank Sinatra, Peggy Lee, Judy Garland. Like I say, this was £1. I haven't played it yet. To be honest, it just needs a good dust over. There's no marks on it as such, he says, that's a hair. But it just needs a good clean. That's side 1. And that's side 2. You might think, why have you bought a Nat King Cole record? And the honest answer is, sometimes it's nice to just listen to something like this, especially if you've had a crap day at work, come home. This is what I do. If I've had a shit day at work and I'm not at work the next day, I'll come home, I'll make sure Sue's alright, probably have something to eat, and then I'll come upstairs, put my hi-fi on, have a couple of cans and just chill out. And this is lovely sort of music to chill out to. And of course he was a great singer, wasn't he, Nat King Cole? Very sort of like forgotten by the modern generation, isn't he? Which is a shame. Yeah, cracking album, and for £1. This is another one I got last week. Again, this one came in the post. Again, like the George Harrison one, I think I paid £2.50 for this. John Lennon and Yoko Ono, Milk and Honey. Apart from having a little bit of a sticker stain there, the rest of it looks okay. And this is a UK copy from what I can make out. Polydor POLH5, also available on cassette and compact disc. That would be one to come out 1984, didn't it? So you've got I'm Stepping Out, Sleepless Night, I Don't Want to Face It, Don't Be Scared, Nobody Told Me, Oh Sanity, Borrowed Time, Your Hands, Forgive Me My Little Princess, Let Me Count the Ways, Grow Old With Me, and You're the One. Of course, this cover was actually an alternate, sort of like an alternate cover for Double Fancy, wasn't it? Although the inside isn't. Because on Double Fancy that was just like similar to that one, to be black and white. Of course, by the time this was released, John unfortunately wasn't with us, was he? So this was basically mixed by Yoko Ono, although it does say produced by John Lennon and Yoko Ono. And it's basically the same musicians as are on Starting Over, or the Double Fancy LP. So I think it was all recorded like in one massive session. Because originally it's going to be a double LP. I think it was originally going to be a double LP, but then they decided to do 2 single LPs. Although I think some of the songs on this just needed a few overdubs and stuff, didn't they, after John had died. So that's side 1, and then that is side 2. Of course, Borrowed Time was a fairly big hit in the UK. Grow Old With Me was supposedly one of the last songs John Lennon ever recorded, wasn't it? Whether it was or not, I don't know. Nobody Told Me was the big hit in the UK, but in America, I think you got Stepping Out as a single as well, didn't you? I'm stepping out. It is a nice album, to be honest, and even some of Yoko's songs aren't that bad on here, to be honest. And that is praise coming from me, to be honest. I still think it would have been nice to have, when he did Double Fantasy, that just have been John Lennon songs on it, which it could have been, couldn't it? With the songs off here and the songs off there, it could have been a really, really brilliant John Lennon comeback instead of like a John and Yoko thing. But yeah, it's what it is. Who knows what he'd would have gone on to do, eh? And then the last one is this one for now. This is Sessions Presents Rock Revival. Now I'm sure this is an American person. Warner Special Products, manufactured for Sessions by Warner Special Products, a Time Warner company. 1991, Warner Special Products. 1991, Westwood Promotions Inc., Colorado Springs. I don't know what Sessions was, whether it was like a TV thing or not. What's this one called? Oh, this is called Rock Revival. And it's actually got some really, really good songs on, and it's 4 LPs. Starts off, record 1, side 1. Cream, Sunshine of Your Love, fucking brilliant song, absolutely amazing song. Then you've got the Rascals, People Get Ready, People Got to Be Free, sorry. Daniel by Elton John. Sambala, Three Dog Night. Dust in the Winds by Kansas. Record 1, side 2. Revival, Love Is Everywhere, the Allman Brothers Band. Lady in Black, Uriah Heep. Incense and Peppermints, Strawberry Alarm Clock. Love Is All Around, the Trogs. Hand Me Down World, the Guess Who. See, some of these songs I know, some of them I don't. Record 2, side 1 is In Grande de Vandela, or something. Iron Butterfly. The Free Electric Band, Albert Hammond. That was sort of like a hit in the UK, wasn't it? Put a Little Love in Your Heart, Jackie DeShannon. Smiling Faces Sometimes, The Undisputed Truth. San Franciscan Nights, The Animals, which was basically Eric Bird in a new band, wasn't it? Then you've got Journey to the Centre of the Mind. You've got Bring the Boys Home, Frida Payne. Ball of Fire, Tommy James and the Chandrels. What Becomes of the Broken Hearted, Jimmy Ruffin. Eve of Destruction, Barry McGuire. Sweet Home Alabama, Lynyrd Skynyrd. Never Ending Song of Love, Daly and Bonnie. Mother Freedom, Bread. 2030, Young Girls Are Coming to Canyon, the Mamas and Papas. Tuesday Afternoon, Moody Blues, Lucky Man, Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Iron Man, Black Sabbath. Shine On Brightly, Procol Harum, I'll Hold Out My Hand, Smith. I Started a Joke, the Bee Gees. See, there's some really, really nice songs on this, and they're not re-recordings or anything, they are the proper recordings. Family of Man, Three Dog Night, Try a Little Kindness, Glenn Campbell. Let's Live for Today, Grassroots. Stone Love, Supremes. Stone Love, do. Stone Love, whoa, whoa. The Push of Stephen Wolf. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, Elton John. Time for Loving, The Association. Oh How Happy, Shades of Blue, never heard that one. Let Your Love Flow, the Bellamy Brothers, and Wind Up, Jethro Tull. Again, 4 records in that, and that cost me £3. So I haven't done too bad ever. So that's going to be it for today. There is still some more records to look at, so please keep an eye out for upcoming videos, which probably won't be today now, they'll probably be tomorrow, all being well. I hope you've enjoyed it, I hope it's been entertaining for you. Everybody's welcome on my channel. I keep saying this, whether you're just flicking through, you've just found me by looking through a browser, or I've been recommended to you by somebody that you know. If you're not subscribed, please do me a favour. If you like my video, which I hope you have, just press the subscription button, which is down here somewhere, and then if you hit the bell icon, you'll get notifications from when I'm doing new videos. Don't take myself that serious. Thank you to everybody that is subscribing, by the way, and leaving me comments and liking my videos. I've got a new light, but I keep looking down here. I've got a new light and I can't work out if it's making this too bright or not bright enough. It was bargain, £10 off the market today, and it's one of them that you can adjust, like old industrial desk lamp thing. It's very, very nice. Anyway, until the next time, so just remember, there is some more Beatles stuff to come on some of these records that we've got, and some other interesting things as well. So they will be coming either later today or possibly tomorrow. But until then, just please stay safe. That's what I'm going to say to you. Please stay safe, and I will see you very, very soon. So until the next time, it's Beatle Dave saying ta-da for now, and just remember, Beatle Dave loves you.